Supermodel Tatjana Patitz is much more at home in the woods than on the runway. With her love for the great outdoors, she's a model for all seasons. Gracing the covers of international magazines, Tatjana is far away from her country roots.
I grew up with my brother because we were only 14 months apart, so I was a complete tomboy. I got into more trouble than he did in that sense, and I pulled him along to do every little naughty thing there was, but we grew up in the country and, got up to all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, I loved horses and I pretended my bicycle was a horse. I put a pillow on it and shoestrings and went into the forest and just over rocks and really, I don't know. Had a very imaginative childhood that way.
This child of Sweden now travels around the globe. When she isn't modeling or acting in films, Tatjana is a crusader for the environment in her new hometown of Los Angeles, California.
I need nature so much for my well-being, my spiritual well-being. And that's why I moved out there and live out by the beach. And I like having space, when I'm not working, and I'm not, I walk around in just jeans, no makeup. I'm out with my animals, or I write and just work on other things, study, and I love to read and things like that. I have to get away from it. That's my salvation, in a sense, of getting away from it and not being in it 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I've never been like that, and that's why I got so involved with animals, with things in around, like the ocean and stuff. It's all very connected to us. There are different options. You make yourself, you become part of a group like Earth Island Institute or Greenpeace, or a smaller, even more independent group for the environment. Because without the environment, we don't survive. So through that way, or you can write a book, which I want to do one day anyway. So, and kind of bring the message along. And I think also if you're more out in the public eye, people listen, and people, you get actually people interested and conscious. And that is something that is the best thing about what I'm doing, because it's an advantage, and that's one thing that I really, really want to do.
Strong-minded Tatjana has kept her values intact. Even when offered product contracts, she stands behind her beliefs.
It is a very environmentally conscious product, number one. No animal testing, it's pure. And that's what I liked about it. And, the people as well that are affiliated with it. It was it's more of a personal kind of contract, I think, and that's really important, I think, especially when you are going to represent a product, that you really believe in it and use it and, think that everything they're doing is really, really good and positive.
Tatjana Patitz, truly a natural beauty.